Admiral's Log. The deployment of our newly built destroyers has proven to be a resounding success, showcasing their versatility and effectiveness in both offensive and defensive operations. These nimble ships have become invaluable assets, striking at hostile convoys with precision and defending our own with unwavering tenacity. One recent encounter stands as a testament to the resolve and pride of our crews. In a fierce engagement, one of our destroyers found itself outnumbered, facing 7 Italian ships. Despite the overwhelming odds, our brave soldiers fought with exceptional valor, severely damaging all 7 enemy vessels before succumbing to the relentless assault. This 7-to-1 exchange is a stark illustration of our crew's indomitable spirit and their refusal to yield, even in the face of insurmountable adversity. The courage displayed by our sailors in this battle has not only crippled the enemy's capabilities, but also served as an inspiration to the entire fleet. Their sacrifice and determination underscore the strength and resilience that defines the Chinese Navy, reinforcing our commitment to defending our interests and securing our position on the global stage. Hey guys, Stealth here, welcome to episode 47. It's time for some more firepower of the big kind. 20-inch guns, in fact. We are taking on the San Spiridon, which is another one of those 18.8-inch gun battleships that the Italians have. They also have the San Marco and they have the Mozambano. These are both cruisers capable of launching ample torpedoes at me, so I'd very much appreciate it if they'd stay away from a very expensive battleship. The destroyers that I have are the Pink One. They're not bad destroyers. These are the ships that I have been using, I think, a long time ago? Like 6.5 inches? It's not the new class, I think, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. In case you cannot see the ship, well, I can either. Barely. This is awful weather. Rainy, rough seas. It supposedly is day, but it could have fooled me. We got some serious accuracy debuffs. Thankfully, our Radar Rangefinder 3 should mitigate most of that. Now, as for these DDs, they are the new class. They're not the new class. These things are old. Yeah, they're really, really old. They're still figuring out how to use physics in this particular storm. You're right there? It always takes... It always takes the AI a bit of time to figure out that there is a storm going, and at some point they'll just go, ah, yes, fine. And there you go. Now that's, well, it's not smooth sailing, but at least they figured out what's going on. This ship is going to be maneuvering away from those ships that are coming in. I cannot exactly be on a full retreat, but I can at least start moving away from them. I feel that this should be my target, and I believe it is. Might be very easy for you to see, but with being colorblind, it's kind of difficult to see if this is actually the target. At this angle, I'm not gonna throw AP at him. It'll just fly in at massive speed and then go boink and just ricochet. It's not worth my time. Torpedo launchers on these only have a range of 9.9, giving me almost no pressure ability on these ships. So I'm going to keep them in reserve, if you will. I'm going to have them follow the battleship, and only at such a point where I feel that they might be able to disrupt the formation, if it gets to that, will I use them. Now, accuracy in this case is pretty awful, but... there it is. We did get a full main deck pen for almost 3,000 points of damage. The Italians are now looking at 49% damage instability. So their level of accuracy is going to have dwindled substantially. This is still with a regular crew. These are not veteran crew members. And this means that their accuracy can improve more. I look forward to it. Chance to hit is a meager 6%. So yeah, we're not that likely to hit him a whole lot. But then again, if this is anything to go by, we don't need to hit him a whole lot. Like just a few times. At this rate, like 5 or 6 more times, and that should be the end of the battleship. Let's make sure that happens. As for these other ships that are trying to have a go at me, they're still 30 clicks out. I'm not terribly worried about them, because their torpedo range is probably like 15 to 20. If that. Yeah, they're 16. And the light cruiser... 15-7. Yeah, okay, so we're fine. I think that if they notice that their battleship is taking damage and the battleship starts disengaging from the maneuver, or from the division, if it's a division, they might come after me at a whole lot faster speed. But they too are slowed down by the storm. I can only do a little bit of speed. I can only do 22 knots out of 30. They are pretty similar. They did, however, hit me just now. And that got through the aft belt. Ow! That got through the main belt with a partial pen. That is not good for my damage stability. Or rather, damage instability. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was 18,000 damage on this ship. I'm going to split the division. You are going to push in. You are going to, I don't know, smoke up in a storm. Who knows? You're also going to smoke up. Where's he going to charge this battleship? If I lose it, it's a rounding error. It's 37 million. I will not notice it. If this thing goes down, that's 6.8 billion. Let's say 6.9 billion. I will definitely notice that. So let's hope that I can at least sustain these hits. This, you know, 18-inch armor or 18-inch shells, that's almost impossible to angle against. And it's almost impossible to build a ship that can tank that level of damage. At this point, as the young Yuan Yang is rushing in, she's coming under some serious fire from the secondaries of the battleship, as well as the escorts. Unfortunately for her, you know, she can only fire back with 5-inch guns and just wait until she's in torpedo range. That's all she can do. And we're just about there. There goes the Jiangbei. That's the destroyer that I had. Torpedo this. Maybe this DD can serve as a bit of a torpedo magnet, so that it's going to be attracting the torpedoes from these guys, making sure that my battleship is not going to be their primary target. I do need this ship to live long enough to be able to launch the torps. Turn more. Torp this. Do it now before you lose the torpedo launcher. Oh! Yeah, we did launch it. Now you can sink in pieces. Right. Yep, there is the torpedo attack. Originating, I suspect, from the light cruiser. Yeah. Okay, so now it's battleship battleship. I suspect that their battleship is slightly faster than mine. You're doing 21 knots. I'm also doing about that. 22.5. What's your accuracy like? Unknown, because you just fired 12%. Dangerous. You have pretty decent armor on this ship. You have no armor on this ship? Okay. So why is my high explosive just ricocheting off their ship? That really should not happen. As for my torpedoes, they got an anti-torp 5. These things are... well, they're not impervious to torpedoes, but they will most likely... I don't know. They're not going to shrug them off entirely, but they're not really going to do a whole lot of damage. Besides, I can't even find them anymore. So I'll just have to hope and see if these things will actually deal damage. Yeah, I think pretty much staying the course here and just slugging it out is going to be the best bet. Yeah, the Mozambana was the one that launched torps. The heavy cruiser also launched their torps. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. I desperately need a hit. Slow down. This thing should be able to... oh, ow. Should be able to pen and just wreck this battleship, but it's not doing it. And if they get a victory here, that is a substantial amount of victory points for them. I have almost no chance to disengage. Overpen. Oh, come on. Or did you accidentally hit this thing? You accidentally hit this thing? Right. Keep putting pressure on this, please. 8-inch guns in range. Target the Monzambano. Might be more useful. 17% chance to hit versus 20 with those 18s. And judging by their angle, I'm not sure if they can... I think they can only use 4 barrels versus my 6. But their reload is 39 seconds. Mine is 69 seconds. Come on, give me one hit. Fire armor piercing. I want to see what that does. Range is only 17 clicks now. I am very concerned for this battleship. 80% structural, 80% buoyancy. And I've lost my main tower. So my damage control is going to be, well, at risk at the very least. Put all the guns on the Sun Spiridon, everything. Including the secondaries, because with these 8s, I should be able to pen that ship. I might not even overpen it. Just get actual pens on her. But we're just not landing any hits. Not with the mains, not with the secondaries. Nothing. 24% chance to hit. I refuse to believe that this thing is going to be angled enough to shrug off a 20-inch shell. I don't see it. Not with, what, 9-inch belt armor and 0.3 on the 4? It's just not enough. Come on. Ah, splashed into the water. We're ricocheting off with the armor with the 8-inch armor piercing. So we'll go to 8-inch high explosive. And we can knock off their superstructure. If we can hit him at all, that'd be lovely. Come on. 15 clicks out. Here come the 20s. And did ricocheted? Get out of here. What did it ricochet off of? The turret? Yeah, probably. I mean, that's a 26-inch forward-facing armor on the turret. So, yeah, that'll definitely bounce off. Destroyed a torpedo. What'd you hit? The heavy cruiser? Yeah, we're hitting the San Marco. With shells that are meant for the Spiridon. Crew loss could be a factor for them. Got the cramped crew quarters going on. San Marco's accidentally taking a lot more damage than initially anticipated. Come on, 20s. After that first hit, I was pretty confident that my ship would win this. But now that the 20s just consistently miss, even 13 kilometers out with a 33% chance to hit, I'm getting quite concerned. I don't eliminate the crew on this ship fast enough. And as much as I would like to just turn into the ship and shoot her at point blank range, I don't think that's a good idea considering their escorts have torpedoes, and plenty of them. But as to why my shells just won't hit, I don't get it. We're getting 20-inch partial pen against the main belt now. Their main belt is somewhat angled at 12-kilometer range, but I should be able to pen that. I got 23 inches of pen with high explosive. This is going to be an expensive repair. Boom. We're not doing it. The ship's on fire. The superstructure surprisingly hasn't taken a whole lot of damage. The San Marco most likely will get mitigated. Ah, there it is. That's flooding. And more fire. Maybe we can make it surrender. More flooding. Good hit. Good hit. 21% crew loss. Their controls going down. Their rate of fire should be going down as well. It's now up to 41 second reload. Range 10 clicks out. 24-inch armor pen. Against, yeah, about 190 something percent. Yeah. I'm flooding on the stern. I'm gonna put the secondaries on the Monzambano. I need this thing at least pushed back and potentially destroy some torpedo launchers before I even endeavor to try and push into these ships. This thing doesn't... Ah, this has more armor than their battleship. That's refreshing. There you go. Their structural integrity just took a massive hit. They took how much damage? Yeah. 3.5k, 1700k, or sorry, 1700. Another 1500. Yeah, they're starting to take a load of damage. They're pretty much dishing it out as well as they can take it. Ow, more flooding. Yikes. Oh no, we got an angle issue. Fuck, the ship is listing to starboard so bad that I can barely fire the guns. The Sunspeedy Dawn does not have this issue yet because their buoyancy is better. Oh no. This cannot be the maiden voyage of this ship. Oh! Ho, ho. Whiff. If it hits, it slaps. That was almost 8,000 points of damage with one hit. Right through the main belt. One more of those and this ship is toast. Everything on that battleship. Don't care about the light cruiser. Everything on this. 8s, 20s, 5s if you have them. Afraid we don't. Lay into it with everything. 4% structural integrity. Did you just fully fluff a 20-inch salvo? Ow. I think my ship is done for. Yeah. I got engine issues. My 20s can't fire anymore. The 8-inch guns can't fire anymore because we're listing over. Oh, for fuck's sake. Are you gonna survive with 4%? Everybody's throwing torps at me. Yeah, this is it for her. Bonk. This too is kind of the law of Dreadnoughts. If you build a 20-inch battleship, it does tend to sink. I'm just very annoyed, really, that this thing went down solo. I mean, yeah, it did come escorted by 2 destroyers, but... It did come escorted by 2 destroyers, but I was expecting a bit more than that. Maybe a couple of cruisers, you know. I'm not exactly sure why this battleship is out here alone. The 20,000 ton... No, sorry, the 100,000 ton battleship is never supposed to be sailing alone. Yeah, that stings. 60,000 victory points. Oh. Ow. We fortunately have 179k versus their 64, and we've taken over quite some area, but... It sucks. Okay, fine. We're going to just invade northeast Italy. Why? Because I can. Oh, sorry, I can't. Because I already started the naval invasion over here in Eritrea, which does give me a 100% chance to succeed, and would take another 7 billion off the Italian economy. Which already is shrinking pretty quick. They are just about on par with the Germans, and mine is growing. I don't really trust the whole GDP growth that much. Like, it's not that big of a deciding factor for me. I just take more territory. But as I do, my armor logistics also tends to go down a little bit. Alright, what do we have here? A convoy. Yes. Oh no. I got 2 Tyans which I can use. I got a Lanzhou, that's the new one. I got 15 transports that I need to defend, and I got 2 DDs that I can't use. This is going to be difficult. This is going to be difficult. Seeing as they're coming after my convoy, I can't really bank on the fact that these guys are just going to retreat. They're probably coming this way. What class are these? Because they do have a couple of different ones. Yeah. This one is packing 7.6. And then a lot of 3-inch guns. And the other one? Similar. So they're not the 6-inch, let's say, super killers for DDs. But 7-inch guns, well, they're no slouch. They can definitely deal a bunch of damage. As for my very expensive boats, I believe that's both of these. No. Like, split them up. Split them up. This is the expensive one, the Zhangzhou. The torpedoes can hit out to 20 clicks. I can launch a torpedo attack and then disengage. As for the other ones, which was the expensive one? Not you. Not you. So, you. Yeah. Okay, so you're going to join Div 5. So these two boys are going to be running in, sort of, with their torps. And then run out. Damn it, that's not the right one. Zhangzhou. Div 7. Div 5, join Div 7. Okay. The rest of you. You're going to go into this div. You're not going to screen. You're going to try and delay. Range, 25 clicks. Almost there. At this point, they can probably start opening up with their 7s. Yeah, 21 clicks. So that's fun. What kind of torpedoes did I give these boys? Oxygens. Oxygen torps. Okay. Please don't hit me. Send it. Smoke it. And then get out. Because I'm not giving the Italians another, well, probably a couple thousand victory points. Stop that! Pretty please, both. Punch in. Execute. Torps away. Get out, Zhangzhou. Get out. Way too dangerous for you. You cannot take a hit. These other DDs can also not really take a hit. At least they got some more armor. But if I lose them, they're a quarter of the price. So we got torps. And I believe more torps? Panjin launched. Yeah, supposedly there are more torpedoes on the way. If these light cruisers at least take a hit, maybe they will suffer the same fate as my battleship did. Which is a lot of flooding, a lot of listing, and being unable to use the guns anymore. That's my hope. As for the torpedoes on these other ships, I'm going to wait with them, because they will most likely start taking evasive action against the first salvo. Here it is. I do expect that their hydro or sonar array will pick it up. But I'm not seeing evasive action just yet. There, they detected the torps. And they're either very confident that they'll dodge, or just utterly refusing to take any evasive action. Yeah, now you're taking evasive action, but now you're... Ooh. Oh, you're gonna make it through. You're not. 2 torps. He might get hit. No, he won't, but you will. Boom. That probably put that cruiser out of the fight. Oh, no. Yeah, that's 1 CL dead. Beautiful. Okay, let's see what the other CL is going to do. If it just decides to flee, I'm all for that, but it probably won't. It might, however, continue to fight that... Yeah, they're continuing to fight the destroyers that are running away. Is this smoke screen going to run out in 40 seconds? Yeah, that's problematic. Okay, so we're going to have to get in there quick. Everybody on this division has lost their engines. That is unfortunate. Oh, I put everybody on reverse. Shit. I misclicked. Split. Panjin. Launch. Dalong Shan. Launch. You. Don't launch. We have torps in the water. You're going to put your torps in the water. If it please the court. Come on. Where's your torpedo launcher even? You're pointing right at it. What's your deal? Target. That's going to be probably a miss. Now I need you not to launch anymore. Because now they're changing course. You need to come back in. You need to chase this guy down. They have no... What? They're not using HE, they're only using AP? That's a curious choice. So they gave this ship max armor-piercing ammunition? Max AP? Okay. Wouldn't be my first choice for a 7-inch gun. Because with a 7-inch gun, if you're using armor-piercing, well, you might be able to deal some kind of damage against, let's say, other light cruisers, maybe a DD, but the DD is likely going to get overpinned. So I'd say there's a better than average chance that your HE is just going to be a more versatile weapon. Now I need you to kill it. No more delaying. Launch it. There you go. Good man. Good man. These things are dead slow, aren't they? 26 knots? Mark II? Good lord. This shit's old. Now I get why they were not launching. They didn't get enough lead. Yeah. No, 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 no. Don't dodge it. He's dodging it. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Come on. Ah, this torpedo launcher is so slow to rotate. It cannot keep up. So your guns are probably pretty shit too. Mark 4 4-inchers. Well, we are getting some damage in. I'll give you that. We're firing 5-inch armor piercing right into the target. And it's adding up. Ceasefire. They're flooding even. The little DD that could. They're definitely punching back with 3-inch, 1.9s. But they're suffering. Structural integrity's dropping. The torpedo launchers have either been destroyed or are out of ammunition. My accuracy is very good at 50%, but theirs is too. 42. 100% even. At this point, I think HE is going to be the better call, because we're looking at their stern. Gongma, turn in. You turn in. I mean, it won't be redemption for that battleship that I lost, but... Well, at least we might get some of our honor back. A small portion of it. AP. You're still running smoke. That's good. Ooh, good hit right through the nose. They're gonna probably go there. I'm trying to get them to link up with the Gong Mao, but it's proving a bit difficult. Well, they might go down to flooding before that happens, though. 40%. This DD is taking hit after hit after hit, and it's still alive. I should have activated that torpedo a long time ago. Oh, but it might. Yep, torps away. She is in a turn, though, heading to port. No, that'll connect with her. Maybe all 3 of them, even. 1, 2, 3. Got him. You're done for. Wow. I wasn't actually expecting to sink both of those light cruisers. So I'm very, very happy with this outcome. It's 5,000 victory points. Yeah, it's as I mentioned, not going to exactly reclaim all the honor for losing a 60,000 point battle to the Italians before. But hey, it's a start. As my fleet has sailed to Ancona and is preparing to do a naval invasion there, we are attacking the port, and of course the Italians are responding. They've sent the Principe Carlo, which is a battlecruiser armed with 16.4-inch guns. I should be able to outshoot them with all the battleships I have, including one of those old Enigma Huns. The rest of them is a couple of DDs and light cruisers, so I'm not that concerned. Let's sink a battlecruiser and open up the way to Ancona. Our main characters today, René Pascal of the modernized Cursed Fish class. We have the Zadlo with her 17-inchers. The Heartnutter, a very old Enigma Hun, armed with 16-inch guns. It might not be the newest platform that we have, but these 16-inch guns are modern guns. They have the range, they have the firepower, and they can definitely damage the enemy ships. We also have the Grumpy Gamer, armed with her 15-inch guns. Based on the look of the ship, I still consider it a bit more of a battle cruiser. But those 15-inch guns, they're no slouch. They can definitely dish it out, and they too have the range. We also have the Meiji, another one of the revised Cursed Fish. We have the Zongshan, armed with their 17-inchers. The Nanning, armed with their 12s. Lin Yi, armed with her 18s. And the Lord of Chains, armed with 18-inch guns. So that should be ample firepower to deal with this big bully of a battlecruiser with her 16-inch guns. Like, this is not fun for cruisers to fight. So it has to go down, ideally, instantly. Everybody has selected that ship as their target, so that's good. You're going to join this division, and you're also going to join this division. So now we have one big escorting division, if you will. With these, I want to start pushing towards them, making sure that their escorts cannot pose a threat. My light cruisers, Lankiget and Zhuzhou, should be able to detect any incoming torpedo threats with our Sonar 3 array. So with that, I am not too concerned about torps. I hope to be able to shoot the torpedo-capable platforms before they become a threat. I also need to keep in mind that my own ships might try and shoot me in the back. Relative, that is, of course, with the cruiser div. Because I do have one of the, well, two of those Cursed Fish. They are definitely capable of launching still plenty of torpedoes to make life difficult on everybody. Already got some decent damage in, including some flooding. This is a light cruiser. Yeah, it's one of those 7.2-inch guns. But this is a different class. No, it's their heavy. Here's their light. No. Wait. 7-inch guns. It's a light... Yeah, this is a light cruiser. Apparently they have multiple different classes of light cruiser. I mean, I'm one to talk. I have like 4 or 5 different classes of battleship. But holy, what the hell happened to you? 17-inch hit from the Zadlo, doing 34,000 damage. Massive impact on the battlecruiser. No, not even the battlecruiser? Was that a miss? Did you just... You missed them by 3 clicks, but you ended up almost demolishing a... Okay. They almost ended up demolishing a destroyer. Just because they could? I guess. That is an extremely unlucky destroyer at that. Oh! Shall we not? I don't like turning in. I don't like it at all. But we'll have to if we want to dodge the torps. Kill this. Jesus, that's going to be tricky to dodge. What to avoid on? The amount of punishment that the ship is taking is ridiculous. And getting a kill with an extensive fire is even more extraordinary. Can you not, Chaoyong? Like, you're... Okay, never mind. You're an expert captain. That was really well done. There's another elimination. Oh, Cliff. Cliff, you used to be doing 60 knots. Oh. Ow. Bonk. Yeah. We got the CLs and we got the BBs. I think most of the battleships are safe, but just to be on the safer end of the spectrum, I'm going to put them to torpedo avoidance. Make sure that they don't accidentally run into anything. And the rest of you, start putting pressure on that. Torpedoes on this. Execute. Well. No. Ceasefire on the torps. I think we might just end up hitting this ship here. And, for example, if Chaoyong decides to launch, maybe the Nenjang is going to be unfortunate enough to run into them. So that's not a really good option. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Scott. If you can, increase the flank. Meiji. You're gonna have to turn to port. But I think you'll get hit. If I throw her into flank speed, maybe I can at least eat it with a blister. As for the Hawaii, you'll be fine. Yep. Threw her into flank speed and now she's fine. Still, that got a little closer than I wanted to. You're gonna be joining together. Yeah, okay, we're fine. That torpedo attack's no longer an issue. The battle cruiser is still receiving some attention, and their escorts are most likely going to be dead before they can pose a threat. Yep, everybody's still locked on that. I think the battleships have kind of slipped with their attention. They're not doing as much as I was expecting. I was expecting this battlecruiser to be largely incapacitated at this point. But they're still posing quite the threat. Let's turn the division of the heavy cruisers around and have Cliff disengage. Because it's a bit dangerous. Unnecessarily risking a ship there. Target this. We'll deal with the other ones later. Oh, where's that going? Battleships. Renee, start dodging. Grumpy's fine. Yeah, we should be capable of dodging most of it. Heavies. We're eradicating both of these at the same time by the looks of it. Gone. Next. But in Ship Carlo is not in a happy state. She's done remarkably little damage. What have you hit? Battlecruiser. Which one? The Hawaii? No. The Zadlo's not a BC. The Nanning? Like what? What did you actually hit? Shit. Shadlow, just dodge, please. Cliff, you're kind of dodging into torpedoes. You're retreating the wrong way, dude. Oh, but your rudder's stuck. Funny. Okay, fine. Okay, can we finish off this battlecruiser, please? Because we now have every single ship on them. We should be able to put them down pretty quick. Armor... not great, but not as terrible as some of their battleships. Crew, cramped quarters. But that armor is protecting from a lot of high explosives. So the chance of actually dealing a whole lot of damage to the crew is not that great. Never mind though. Ooh, flash fire. Whee! Oh, can I catch that? Yep. Nice. Still looks funny. Having a turret just pop off the ship like that. Where there's one, there could be more. At least their main ammo is toast. They got one shell, and that's it. That is it. As for damage done, what are we looking at? Most was done by the 9s. Yeah, I'm not surprised. That was the heavy cruiser group dealing damage against the escorts. The 17s did quite alright. The 18s did good. 12s did quite alright. The 13s, that's the one mounted on the cursed fish. They didn't do much. Yeah, makes sense. The ship's done for. 2.6 billion. Good shooting. Good kill. So, that did reclaim the losses that I took from the victory points lost in the sinking of that 20-inch gun battleship. Still not happy about it, but at least we reclaimed it. The army is not yet done in Africa, so we're now going to Fezon Gadames. Britain... I didn't even know they were trying to do that. Failed to control that. Are we now opening up the road to Ancona? Yes, we can. Holy crap. That's a lot, but this is doable. Northeast Italy, 34,000. That is perfectly doable. That is where we are. The port of Ancona has been badly damaged because we did that port strike and because we hit their battle cruiser. This is now open to attack. This, if they lose this, is critical. Because it's going to split their territory. They have, at some point, conquered Austria. If I can conquer that off of them, that'd be great. It's not strictly a priority, though. Because I'm just trying to break the Italian economy. With that, maybe they'll fall apart, which is not strictly what I seek. Because that would also allow Germany to start gobbling up their territory, and that would be bad. I don't want them to do that. What I do want is a lot of victory points. So that the victories that I might not get quickly here, I can still get over the longer term. But I should be able to take at least the, let's say, the east coast of Africa off of them. So, yeah, that's most of West Africa's mine, except for this German pocket here. Let's say middle of Africa is getting worked on. Then we have a big German pocket. And as for the rest, well, that is a lot of territory that the Italians still hold. So plenty more to do in the next episode. Thank you for watching this one. I'll see you soon for more.